to DigiMarCon New England. This is the podcast. Myself, I'm Adam from the Marketing Pod, and I'm joined here by Ellie from the Marketing Pod as well.
I'm Ellie Smith from the Marketing Pod. I'm one of the client directors there, responsible for strategy and managing a range of different clients.
And myself, I'm Adam. I'm head of digital at the Marketing Pod, and today we've been at DigiMarCon in Boston, and we've had a great day.
Yeah, it's been good to get your reflections on day one. I think we've had some interesting conversations, a range of different clients and different organisations. And I've really noticed that the strategic side is a real interest to people. Do you know, we've got a range of different challenges in the room, but bringing it together in a kind of coherent strategy to make sure that the digital side is, integrated effectively with other channels has been a real kind of conversation starter.
Yeah, absolutely. We've spoken to companies today that have been large and small, and we've had the opportunity to all sort of different tactics, different capacity there, but bringing that together into a cohesive, integrated strategy really was something that really sparked quite a lot of conversations.
Yeah, it's been so great to meet people in person. Actually, connection's so important, and we've had loads of online interaction over the last few years, but actually coming along and meeting people has been really enjoyable. We've had some great chats, on all things business, but also we've seen photos of people's dogs, and it's been really nice just to kind of have a conversation with people about their own experiences and learn a little bit more about that personal side, which is so important to getting an effective relationship going, I think. Which is again important for marketing. Understanding what makes people, what their objectives are, how they like to work, knowing that you've got some chemistry as a partnership is really important to an effective marketing agency relationship.
It absolutely is, and that we've heard from so many challenges from businesses are facing, and it's varied, isn't it? It's been so many different stories we've heard from companies, very large and small, and all facing very different challenges in bringing their products to market, trying to help their companies grow, trying to reach new markets, and actually to try and scale their companies. Lots of very, very interesting pieces.
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to day two. I know, Adam, you've got a talk morning at 10:40.
Yeah, everyone has to listen to my dulcet tones, unfortunately, tomorrow morning. But I'm going to be speaking tomorrow morning about strategy and why strategy is so important in marketing success, and really going to focus on key elements of integration, and really going back to actually what is it to build a channel mix, what is it to go through and actually develop that high-level marketing strategy, and how do you actually access new markets, whether they be different cities, whether they be different areas, whether they be different states, or even different countries across the world, and how really going back to your strategy can really impact that.
And I know you've got some real life examples as well that you're looking to discuss, aren't you? Just so that people have got something really tangible to take away. I think a strategy is all important. We would that, but actually having some really clear parameters and some tips helps to bring that to life in a practical way. Yes,
there's no point. You can have the best strategy in the world, but if you don't do anything with it, then it's just some nice paper. So it's then taking that into action, and how do you actually activate all of that? And again, what do those channels look like? What do those tactics look like? What tools you use? It all plays a part. So,
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to taking part in a panel discussion tomorrow afternoon at 2:00.
Absolutely.
It's sponsored by Flowcode, so I'm looking forward to talking about kind of turning offline experiences into digital engagements. And I think coming to an event is the perfect symbolism of that, really, that actually you are talking, you're engaging with people at an event, we're having lots of conversations. Actually, how do we then turn that into an enduring interaction? And often that is digitally based. I mean, even as the marketing pod, rather than bring brochures this time, we have business cards with a QR code that takes people through to a landing page. It's got much more information about what we do, an opportunity to engage, to access assets. We've got a guide there on first PR strategies.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a really important evolution. Obviously, the pandemic forced so much more virtual only interaction. It's really nice to explore kind of where that might take us now. In that hybrid version of online and offline.
And it's
marketing.
about where that balance fits, isn't it? Between in that hybrid world, how much do you do online, how much is offline? If you're doing events and in-person pieces, how much is the follow-up online? Is it offline? What's that look like? And it's a really interesting topic.
And I guess it's that kind of ongoing customer nurture journey, isn't it, that we tend to assume is online focused, but actually it's a really good challenge to make sure that there are offline elements to that as well. And we've talked about the importance of personal connection and relationship, and actually it's really nice if we can start to strategically cultivate something that's more interesting for the user and plays to their preferred channel mix.
Yeah, no, absolutely does. Absolutely. And it's also been really good today as well. Just again, just going back to reflecting on today, it's been really good today to actually see a lot of the other exhibitors who've been here. A lot of different partners, a lot of different technologies being brought to the table, as well. A lot of different new tactics that companies can employ. So it's been really interesting to see the mix of exhibitors here, and
and I think we're very much looking forward to seeing people at day 2 of DigiMarCon New England.
We are, absolutely. Tomorrow is the main day, so there is a lot going on, a lot more things going on tomorrow. So there's going to be a lot of talks. As I say, we're both involved in one each tomorrow, which is going to be fantastic. There's obviously a bunch of very fantastic talks going on tomorrow. So it's going to be great to see.
Look forward to seeing people then.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone, and see any of you on day 2.